Well, things are definitely getting interesting. Now, in the last 2 days, I've uploaded 2 different videos on my YouTube Shorts, okay? And these videos have shown Deem and Biniyam spending some quality time together. But of course, it was only really just quality time in terms of them two having a good time dancing, him being in the background of her lives and her videos, and just really enjoying the company, shall we say. So really and truly, that came with no implications whatsoever that these two were generally actually in a romantic relationship or any type of intimate relationship. So just to give you guys a quick little recap regarding obviously what's been uploaded at this moment in time, you see in this video here.
I drove 3 hours. I was on my dog. So he's sleeping in my house. Oh, poor shot. Thank you. Say I'm back and say I'm over you. I'm over you, y'all. Don't tell anybody.
So of course, this video here is nothing but innocent fun. Yes. And then also I uploaded another one, I believe, today. Again, nothing but just innocent fun. That's what it is, right? But then I came across something even more interesting. Something else that really gives me a picture to say that maybe there is more than meets the eye. Maybe these two are getting close to the point where they actually maybe become intimate, or at least get into that stage. Because, you see, at first when I uploaded those videos, it wasn't necessarily directed or indicated that these two are necessarily, one, sleeping in the same bed, and two, sleeping even in the same accommodation, okay? Now I've come across some new information itself in particular, where, to be fair, it looks like from this clip itself here, I just want you to pay attention, you know what I mean? Now, at the very beginning of this clip, it starts off obviously nothing too serious, just Deem obviously doing her thing, having a little bit of fun with Biniyam in the background.
Oh, thank you, Rox. Thank you. Thank you, Can you take pictures?
So obviously you see him there just in the background, obviously again, nothing too intense, nothing too serious. But at the same time though, one thing that I will say is that obviously each time I come across these two, these videos are set on different days. Why? Because of what is being worn by both parties and also the background, which clearly means they are definitely spending time together, which again could literally mean absolutely nothing. But let's continue.
I love you guys.
Okay. He'll see you tonight, though. Ah, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Crazy Man. You don't want to call me this older. Oh, thank you, Rox. Thank you. Look who goes to bed first. Thank you, Benny. She gave you some kisses.
Ooh, look at who goes to bed first. Now that itself alone is a very interesting line. Because boy, when she said looks at who goes to bed first, and also on top of the fact that she was more than comfortable to be able to enter his room to obviously where he's sleeping, that was something else that really took me by surprise. And then also the comment after, which of course at the same time could still mean nothing. But like I said before, at first I didn't know if they were even, if they want to be intimate, which of course there is still no proof. And also on top of that, didn't even know if they were even sleeping in the same obviously accommodation. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they are, but let's just call it what it is. The only way Angela will be able to get into his accommodation would be if she had a key or a key card, which I guess in some sense wouldn't really make sense. So that means one thing only, and that these two are obviously staying somewhere where they are clearly staying together. What that means, I guess that is up to your imagination, but this is not where this ends. This is not where this ends. See, then I came across a picture. I came across a picture that I've seen float around the internet right now, okay? And this picture itself in particular is rather interesting, because this picture shows Biniyam and Angela looking even more, let's just say, invested. Let's get into it. So then I came across this picture itself in particular here, which, listen, could literally mean nothing, because to be fair, where I've seen it hasn't really been on pages that you could consider authentic pages. These are pages that are notoriously known for having, probably from the time I've looked at them, probably more fake pictures rather than real pictures. So, and also on top of that, when you do look at this picture itself here, the beginning one, let me just get to, here we go. Obviously, there is somewhat of a blur going on around here, but I don't know if there's a blur here because something's been generally covered up or because there's a blur there for a reason. Do you see what I'm saying? But then this picture here shows absolutely no blur in any shape or form. It definitely looks like they are getting very, very close. Because of course, in this one here, you can see Biniyam being pretty much close to the side of Angela's neck. And I mean, if a man is trying to get near your neck and near your ears, I mean, listen, it can only really mean for one thing and one thing only. And then also on top of that, we're looking at how happy she's looking at the same damn time. And then also in this picture itself in particular, there are no errors in any shape or form that you can see here. Maybe there's a little bit of a blur here, but I think that's probably more of a shadow than anything else. So again, this picture here then really got me thinking, maybe these pictures are generally legit. But of course, then I thought about at the corner here, it does say snap edit, but then again, it could say snap edit because two pictures are being combined together, which of course would make sense. It doesn't mean the pictures were actually edited. And also on top of that, it does show that they are therefore not AI. But I had to go to the good old ChatGPT, you know what I'm saying? So we can obviously find out what ChatGPT obviously thinks and what opinion it's going to give us. And of course, it says here, here's a careful, detailed look at this image without making assumptions about who the people are. I describe and see. So obviously, as you can see, it says analysis of whether the photo looks real or edited. After examining the image closely, well, here are the key points. Signs that look natural. Lighting is consistent. Shadows align correctly. Skin tone appears natural. Interaction looks physically coherent. So that does give us obviously a good indication that these pictures are legit. And then also on top of that, possible indicators of editing. Please, these do not confirm the image is fake. They simply things worth noting. Okay, of course, blurry around the bottom of the left frame, which of course is something that I obviously mentioned earlier on here. Do you see what I'm saying? Which did look a bit suspect. But of course, the other picture doesn't look suspect in any shape or form. Again, it could be blurry there because something is trying to be hidden. I don't know. Now, with that being said, it also continues by saying that, of course, regarding the blurring, it does say that if the parts of the plant embedded have a slight smudge or blur, which could be natural motion blur, camera focus issues, or selective editing. I'm going to go with selective editing. And then also on top of that, the right side shows a faint artifact near the woman's leg. I didn't see that on myself in particular here. Okay, yes, I see. But it looks like maybe it's one of those trousers that you wear and they have a split in it, or generally that is a bit of a mishap. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Okay, folks. And then also on top of that, it does continue by saying that lighting looks slightly softened on the man's shirt, which to be fair, I don't really think that's really a big thing because that could just be down to camera quality, okay? And then also it does say here, no strong signs of AI generation, no distorted limbs, no inconsistent textures, no mismatched lighting, no possible autonomy, no AI blur or duplicating patterns, background elements, So therefore, it says that conclusion based on the evidence that this image does not show clear signs of being fake or heavily edited. Now, of course, let's just say this, ladies and gentlemen, this does not necessarily confirm that the picture itself is necessarily 100% real. It just means that it is definitely not created by, or most likely not created by AI, which I think is something that we definitely had to rule out. And that was the key thing in my opinion, because at the end of the day, it may have been edited obviously by a human. Do you know what I mean? And therefore, blah, blah, but then again, someone would have to really go out of their way to really make this picture, make it work. So for me personally, I'm going to say this picture is probably 90% right, you know what I mean, accurate. So hey ho, ladies and gentlemen, we have now got more evidence that is now showing that maybe Biniyam and Deem are starting to get a little bit close. Now, of course, they may just be having a little bit of fun, friends with you know what, or maybe something serious could come out of it. I mean, listen, I guess I'll let you folks be the judge of that and let me know your thoughts down below. But hey ho, I promise you now, when I first uploaded the video on the YouTube Shorts, at first I uploaded thinking, it's probably nothing. But let me just, put in that maybe they're dating, because you never know. But now things are definitely getting more and more interesting. But hey ho, I did all the research that I did possible, and if anything else comes out, I would definitely be here to let you guys know. But obviously, as of right now, this video is just based on my own opinion and my own research. I'm not saying it is factual. With that being said, let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.